I'm not sure how to do this video. There are some good things to say, but there are many more wrong things I chose to overlook. I was in a very, very dark place in my life during school. There was a point where I did not have any friends and no one to look up to, feeling so overwhelmed and directionless that I did not know if I wanted to continue living. Then, I discovered Jordan Peterson. I randomly found a video of his titled, Jordan Peterson on the Meaning of Life for Men. In this video, he encourages the pursuit of discomfort if it means improving one's life. Anyone can improve whatever part of themselves if they take ownership of it. And this simple idea began my self-improvement. I did not do advanced learning in year 11 or 12, but I still got a tutor to teach me how to write essays for general English. This helped me to write better and improve the articulation of my ideas, which I kept practicing until I had an entire mountain of practice papers and graduated with a school award for one of the highest grades in that subject. While it may not be an advanced achievement, it still meant a lot to me because watching Jordan's videos in conjunction with my studies helped me graduate in 2020, something I did not believe I could have done. But then, I stopped watching him. I stopped watching him not because I disliked him, but because I moved on with my life. I started a university preparation course, and then began my studies for my psychology degree. Since then, I have been in a better place, all thanks to Jordan's videos giving me that push. I told some friends about this experience, and while they acknowledged this, they said he was well known for being wrong and controversial for other things. Unaware of what they meant, I returned to his videos, and when I did, I was shook. Video after video, controversy after controversy, Jordan had turned into a worse version of himself than I remembered. What's worse, he has always been like this, and I chose to overlook that. After watching some videos criticizing Jordan, I agree with them all because I now have no personal attachment towards him. With this reflection, I don't want to summarize others' conclusions. I want to give you my own reason why I'm no longer a fan of Jordan. I began reflecting on something no one else had discussed because I thought it was subtle. During the peak of his fame, he did a panel where he wanted to publicly rephrase his statements about enforced monogamy. To which he said,
"Well, we can start by what I don't mean. I don't mean taking innocent women at gunpoint and handing them over to useless men," which is essentially the accusation.
At the time of release, I thought nothing of this statement. It's a simple part of a sentence and nothing more. This, however, can be noted as a transitioning point of how I thought of Jordan, from someone who wants to help young men who are struggling in life to someone who dismisses them as being good for nothing. Useless. He is referring to his target audience here, including me. But why would using the word incel be an issue? In therapy, it's encouraged to separate the issue that someone is struggling with from the person themselves. Jordan knows this as a psychologist and a professor of it. He would enact this if he believed it was effective. But he does not do it. This term is called incongruency, a factor a therapist needs if they want to be taken seriously. If Jordan wanted to help a young man struggling with their love life, he wouldn't want to call them by this term. Because of this, I agree with people's comparisons with Jordan and Andrew Tate. In my video of him, the conclusion I made is that he was not only exploiting young men by giving them surface-level advice and derogatory views on women, but he knows how to anchor to his demographic because he went through the same experiences himself, but chose to take advantage of them. I was never a fan of Andrew Tate because I found the issues obvious. But not with Jordan. This moment gave me a clear lens to acknowledge Jordan's obvious mistakes. Now, Jordan is known for being wrong about things outside his field, like how climate change works and misunderstanding postmodernism and neo-Marxism as an example, and various other things. For me, being wrong is not an issue, as everyone makes mistakes. The issue is that Jordan does not learn from his mistakes and doubles down by being around people who agree with him. During the same period of his fame, he did panels with people who had different views. Sure, some people mischaracterized him, but others gave correct criticisms. As Jordan is a psychologist and taught the subject, this is concerning, because he would most likely be aware of the concept called bound rationality. Bound rationality is the idea that one's intelligence is relative to their own experience, meaning there is always going to be something one does not understand or has never thought of before. Jordan talks about something similar in 12 Rules for Life, with the chapter titled, "Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't." Jordan argued that people should believe others have an explanation or understanding about something they do not understand. The belief prevents asserting one's opinions as fact, because they be wrong and embarrass themselves. Jordan, of course, does not do this. Jordan proclaimed this idea, which was not evident in how he talked to different people. He may have done panels with guests from different views, but did not assimilate the things he was wrong about. Jordan's incongruency between his beliefs and actions does not set a good example for those who want to improve, like me. But even with all the wrong things he has said, there are things he is right about. He has an entire archive of lectures teaching psychology content, which has been useful for my studies. Hell, even the stuff I have used in my previous videos is all because of him. There is also the assistance he gives. Whilst it may be obvious, it's not supposed to be profound. It's meant to be straightforward so anyone can explicitly understand how to behave themselves. Which, if compared to the ambiguity of how to get through life, by comparison, is helpful. That's how I felt anyway. But I now prefer other figures like Robert Greene, Simon Sinek, and Dr. Ali Mattu, because they stay within the area of psychology and not only know how to put things into practice, but they want to, which makes them consistent. The problem, therefore, with Jordan Peterson boils down to a single word: inconsistent. With me overlooking this as a former fan, I could not understand why others disliked Jordan. It is obvious now that the issue had to do with me not evaluating Jordan's content. As Jordan is inconsistent, I cannot rely on him anymore as a source of information. I cannot rely on him as a role model either. While some of his videos helped to motivate me, that was all there was to it. I was not improving my life like what Jordan advocated for, by not evaluating and listening to others who disagreed with me. I have to take accountability for not listening to others, and not taking action to improve my life. Even if Jordan does not value this, I can improve my life by interacting with new people, and making new experiences and memories, instead of ruminating on ifs and could-haves. While I am grateful for him for introducing me to psychology and philosophy, I have to move on. I do not want to be a part of the conflict he has made. I want to apply the good things he has talked about. I want to do that with these videos. And if Jordan really valued self-improvement, he would want me to do this. This was my reflection as a former Jordan Peterson fan. This was an Orange Chair written work number 11.